Fat to Fit, days 217 and 218. I wasn't here yesterday. I was absent. I'm very consistent. I almost always upload every single day, but yesterday was the rare exception to that rule, and you guys might be wondering, where was I? What was I doing? What was so important that I couldn't show up yesterday to my daily video, day 217? I know people were organizing watch parties for day 217. Someone rented out a theater and now they're out thousands of dollars because I canceled yesterday. It was crazy. I'm usually very consistent with this stuff, but I don't want to keep you guys spoiled. You know, my videos, they're a privilege. They're not a right. They're like driving, okay? Sometimes you take my videos for granted, okay? It's a privilege. So you guys got to remain grateful now. Now, you might be wondering, why wasn't I here yesterday? Someone had a really, really good guess where they thought it was because I got the Switch 2. The Switch 2 released last night. It was a big midnight release. It was crazy. People were all lined up at stores and all this. It was a crazy thing. Nintendo has finally released its answer to the PlayStation 3. Pretty crazy stuff. It's got like 256 gigs of storage on it on the brand new console in 2025. Mind-blowing stuff. I can finally play some 15-year-old games in 30 FPS. Pretty awesome, guys. Whoa, that's crazy. Meanwhile, I'm a PC gamer. I'm like, which terabyte SSD should I use today? So it's pretty cool. No, I did not get the Switch 2, nor am I interested in the Switch 2. No offense to anybody who is, but I had to crap on it a little bit because, geez, dude, like, make something a little more modern than that. But basically, what I was actually doing yesterday is I was actually getting horribly drunk, which is very unlike me. I almost never drink alcohol. Yesterday, I did. Yesterday, it was the craziest I think I've ever been, if I'm being honest. I haven't been really drunk since before I did this whole channel, so it's very rare for me to drink, even though it's totally cool for me to. It's been legal for quite some time. I can drink, it's no problem, but I almost never do. Yesterday I did. I was messed up. I made a post last night saying something like, hey guys, basically, I won't be here today. I'll see you tomorrow, or something generic like that. I read that sentence 5, 6, 7 times to make sure it was grammatically correct. It was quite the feat. I'm good now, okay? After quite a long hangover, I'm good. I only started really feeling better until like 2 hours ago. Now I'm finally good, so I have my energy back. Obviously, it's probably not safe for me to lift weights in this kind of state, so I did not do that. I didn't do that yesterday either, even though I was planning to. I was gonna have like one drink and then cut it off, and then that is not what I did. So I'm good now, though. It was a safe environment. Like, no big deal at all. Very rare occasion for me, though. So now I'm good. Now we're going to get into what I did yesterday and today. It's going to be day 217 was yesterday. Day 218 was today. I weighed in yesterday morning at 178.6 pounds, and I had 8 hours of sleep. I forgot to have my creatine, as I always do on days where I don't upload every single time. Very, very consistent. I had about 4,000 calories worth of food. I don't know exactly how much because I was eating, some junk food in my inebriated state, and I don't really know what I ate. It's pretty hard to recall what I ate. I had a bunch of different things. I had a bunch of chips and stuff like that, and then at some point I had some bread. It was like the stalest bread I've ever eaten in my entire life. It was trash, but I had a bunch of stuff. I'm going to say I had like 4,000 calories yesterday, approximately. Obviously, I can't really track how much protein I had. I haven't been doing that good the last few days because I've been a little bit down in the dumps over my weight not really shifting over the past like entire month. That had me kind of salty, but I'm okay with it now. I think it is because someone mentioned that they had a theory that it's because my muscles were holding more glycogen because I've been lifting weights. That makes a lot of sense because I think I have been. Even now, like, I'm pretty bloated now, and I'm looking a lot better than I did like a few weeks ago. I feel maybe I'm wrong about that, but even in my state right now, I'm pretty happy with that. I need to start. I haven't really weightlifted in the last few days, but I want to get back into that. Obviously, we were doing pretty good, and then I had kind of a road bump like 2 or 3 days ago where I was just super tired. Last night I couldn't for obvious reasons, and I couldn't really today. Tomorrow is a scheduled rest day, but the day after tomorrow, promise we will do my weightlifting again. We'll do the upper body day, then the lower body day, then a run, then upper, and then lower, and then that's just our normal routine. But basically that was yesterday. Today I weighed in. Actually, I did not weigh in. I had chugged a ton of water because I was trying to get rid of my hangover, obviously. So I knew that I'd weigh a lot more of that, and also I knew I'd be a little bit bloated from the alcohol that I had. So I just didn't weigh myself this morning, which I almost never do, because I knew it'd be really high, and I didn't really want the number to mess with my head. So I just I forewent went weighing myself. I think this is like the second time I've ever not weighed myself. So quite the occasion, pretty crazy stuff. But I had 7 hours and 45 minutes worth of sleep last night. I had 5 grams of creatine. As always, obviously, I did not exercise. I had about 1,895 calories of food today with 75 grams of protein. I still have not made the chicken that's been in my fridge for like a week. I need to make it. It's an ordeal. I really don't like making chicken, but I need to make that so I can get my protein back up. I had 2 bananas today. That was 200 calories, 2 grams of protein. I had some sausages, 200 calories, 16 grams of protein. I had some bread. I made toast out of it, like jelly toast. 225 calories with 5 grams of protein. I had some eggs and some ketchup, over easy, just how I like them. I only broke 1 out of the 5 eggs, so I'm going to give myself a pat on the back, okay, because it's usually worse than that. I did burn the eggs, though, but, you can't win you can't win them all. So the eggs were 400 calories, 30 grams of protein. I had some cottage cheese, 80 calories, 12 grams of protein. And then I had some quality, nutritious cookies, 790 calories with 10 grams of protein, quality cookie protein, as I always say. 1,895 calories today with 75 grams of protein. Tomorrow's going to be another rest day. Day after tomorrow, lifting again. Going to be pretty sweet. I actually wanted to exercise today, but obviously I felt really bad, and it probably wouldn't have been a good idea to do that, even though I did really feel like I wanted to go on a run, but I looked it up and it said not to do that on the internet, so I decided not to, even though I felt like it. But I also got a little sun. I washed my car, so that's pretty cool. So yeah, I might make tomorrow is probably going to be just a cheat day, which I rarely have. But I think either tomorrow and then the day after that, and then that's it, or just tomorrow. I'm gonna have cheat days just so I can relax. I'm going to a big thing, so there's gonna be a ton of junk, like really good junk food. And like I said, I've been kind of down in the dumps for like the last half week, at least like the last 3 or 4 days. So I think after that, I'm gonna start doing like 1,500 calorie limit or something like that, and just really take it seriously, not like eating junk food or something like that. I don't know. I'm not going to keep like a streak up anymore though, because like I said before, that messes with my head, so I'm not even going to do that. But combine 1,500 calories combined with eating like only healthy foods like chicken, combined with all the exercise that I want to do, I should lose a lot of weight really quick and finally break through this plateau and make like some actual genuine progress, which would be really nice. So tomorrow's probably a cheat day, then maybe the day after that, and then that should be it, I believe. We'll see. But that's pretty much it for today. Media consumption segment is back. Okay, the pendulum has shifted back, so I reinstalled Steam. I may play either Sons of the Forest or The Witcher 3. I haven't decided which one. I've been saving both of them for a rainy day. I don't know which one I want to do. We'll see. I'm considering it. Do you think I should play Witcher 3 or Sons of the Forest? I don't know. I've never played any of the Witcher games, but I did play The Forest before, actually pretty early on in this channel. So this is the sequel to that. I'll be playing that. I have high hopes for that, and everyone always says The Witcher 3 is great. So I started watching Age of Ultron again. That's pretty good. I haven't seen it in a long time, so I watched it a little bit. I've been watching a million like MCU clips on YouTube, so might as well watch a few of them, rewatch some of the good ones that I haven't seen in so long. It's pretty good. It's a little like, it's not as good as I think some of the other ones, but it's a decent one. I feel like it was underrated because when it came out, it was kind of poorly received, but it was also setting up a lot of stuff that would happen in the future. So it's pretty obvious that they were planning out like Infinity War and Endgame and pretty much everything before that in that movie. So it is kind of better in retrospect, but that's it for today. Thank you for watching. Your mother is so fat that she goes to the beach to sell shade. I will see you tomorrow for day 219. Goodbye.